Cassie, you got to put away your pens when you're done.
Dad, I'm not done. Everything's in place. I'm going to make my masterpiece.
Yes, but it's messy.
It's not messy, Dad. I know where everything is. It just looks messy.
Who taught you that, Grandma?
No, you did. When I asked you why your room was messy, you said, I know where everything is. It just looks messy.
I did?
Yep.
Kids, they remember everything. And you can't get anything past this one. She's pretty smart. And she speaks her mind, just like her mom. But it's funny, you know how time flies. You just blink and then she's like 8. You know, the first thing I did when she was born, I picked her up. And I held her close, and I just looked at her. And I just stared at her. I got so caught up in her. And then bam! She spit up and went all over my face. But that's when I realized formula does not taste that good. At least I think it was formula. But that's when I realized I was a dad. But it hasn't always been easy doing it alone. Her mom, Rachel, she was a strong woman. But as she was getting worse and the hospital visits were increasing, I was getting more and more worried and afraid. And well, she one day just pulled me close and just said, hey, it could be worse. I mean, seriously, how much more worse could it get? And then one night, after a trip to the ER, it did. You know, funny how life flips you upside down and you're the one at the daycare center gluing like pieces of macaroni to a sheet of folder paper. Or you're the one telling Cassie that her mom's in a better place. You know, it makes you think differently. You know, life isn't always perfect. And like everything, you adjust and you change. Gone are the days of wanting a large house with a big yard. But it's not like those things really mattered. But gone are the days of wanting and dreams of a successful career. You know, but what is success? There are days where I don't know if I'm ever going to have enough money to save for her college, let alone school supplies for this year. But you know what? I'm still grateful. Rachel understood, but it took me a while. She said that, life is like a puzzle with many pieces, and every single piece is important. But often, we look at a piece of our life and just feel that it just doesn't matter. But each piece moves us forward to the next step, to the next step, and to the next. And pretty soon, before you know it, the pieces of the life just come together to shape this beautiful life that you love. And for that, I can be grateful for.
Here you go, Dad. Do you like it?
I love it, honey. It's beautiful.